everybody. Brad Lively here with another Truth Facts. Today I want to talk about why truth builds a tree of love. It can only build a tree of love, and why lies can only build a tree of fear. It all comes back down to source. A source can only produce what it is. An apple can only produce more apples. An orange can only produce more oranges. So it is with love and fear, with lies and the truth. The truth can only be delivered in love. Why do you say that? Because all truth comes from God. And we know that the scripture says that God is love. There is no fear in him. There is no darkness in him. So when the truth is spoken, it has to be delivered in a frequency with the energy of love, because it comes from God. Now, a lie, on the other hand, is a deviation or a perversion of the truth. Lies do not find their origin in God. They find their origin in the evil one, who is known as the father of lies. In him is darkness. There is no light in him. So when someone lies, it can only be delivered in the frequency or energy of fear. Because fear is a belief system, and it stands opposed to love. Love is a belief system. All right, so the trees that grow depend on the frequency or the source in which the seed comes from. So when I'm teaching my kids about how to handle relationship issues, I teach them about how they can put their words or their actions in one of two different vehicles. One of the vehicles that they can choose to put their words in is a fear vehicle, otherwise known as the demolition vehicle. I don't know if you remember the demolition derbies. They might still go on, but I used to watch them as a kid, and the sole purpose and function of a demolition vehicle is to demolish other vehicles. And so the last vehicle that's left working wins. It's crazy, but these demolition vehicles are designed for the purpose of destruction. So it is with fear. When you're afraid, when you don't believe in the power of love, you choose to operate in the power of fear. You choose to put your words in a demolition vehicle, and then you send it over to another person's heart to inflict pain. Because pain does get people to move. It does get people to do what you want them to do, right? We all know that. People run faster from pain than they do towards pleasure. So we know that when we inflict the right pain in the right situation in the right way, it will cause people to move in the direction that we want them to move. Or you could put your words in another vehicle, the ambulance. This is the love vehicle, because love brings healing. Love is concerned about the propagation of life and liberty. And so if you put your words into love vehicle, into a frequency of love, and send them over to that person's heart, it's only going to make their heart better. It's only going to bring healing and wholeness to their heart. The problem is, and this is where I think it's the struggle, we know how quickly fear works. Love can take time. It's not often immediate. It's a process. But fear gets a quick response. But whether something works or not is not determined by how quickly somebody responds or doesn't respond, but it is determined by the end result of your action or your words. And I promise you, fear and lies, they don't build connection. They don't build trust. They don't build unity. They destroy, because people move away from pain. And when you're the one inflicting pain, they're moving away from you. So even though they still live with you, it doesn't mean that they're close to you. Because if you're used to using pain and fear to get people to do what you want, then everybody is distancing themselves from you. if not in their physical person, in their soul. That's why kids wind up far away from their parents. That's why they want to run away from home when they turn 18. Because they've been disciplined in fear, which has built a chasm between you and your child, and it produces brokenness. It produces disconnection. Love, on the other hand, draws people close. Why? Because they feel safe. They can be who they are. They can be transparent. They don't have to worry about having pain inflicted upon them. Because love does its neighbor no harm. Love does no harm to its neighbor. So there's no fear of pain. And as you can see from my picture, the atmosphere that develops from truth and love is one of light, because God is light. The atmosphere that develops from lies and fear is darkness, because in Satan is darkness. That's all that's in him, and that's all that prevails. All right, I love you guys, and I hope this helps bring awareness to how we treat each other, and I want us to be empowered to take responsibility and to start realizing that if we don't start choosing love over fear, darkness is going to prevail. Damage and destruction is going to prevail. But if we will put our trust in love, then trust and obedience and light and healing and unity will prevail. Have a great day.